Thank you all. I was joking that it doesn't work as well with adults as it does with middle school students and high school students. So thanks for your attention, everyone. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Christine French. I'm in formation with the Apostolic Oblates, and I'm preparing to take my first vows in less than a month, so I'm really excited. Thanks, Stephanie. And we've been really blessed by a beautiful group of 25 young women who are grades 7 to 9. So most of them are in these same matching shirts, along with the oblates and counselors who've been helping to lead this group of women. So for those of you who aren't familiar, we'll share just a few of the things that we have been doing. The girls come out on Friday night and get to have a sleepover up in the cabins, kind of like what we do during camp. But we do a fun activity, a prayer activity, and then they spend time preparing to serve and to exercise that virtue of charity that we were talking about today, loving others as they are Christ, and recognizing them as Christ. And so we've had a really beautiful year. Some of the highlights from the girls themselves, they said that the prayer when we had Hope DeLuca in the back, when she came and helped sing and lead praise and worship music for us with adoration and confession, that was a highlight for many of the girls. Imaginative prayer was another prayer experience they really liked. And then we've done a range of fun activities, from fancy paint night where one of our counselors led them in painting, spa night, human web activity outside that was a lot of fun. They really liked a game created by some of the high schoolers called Among Us. If you've heard, it's like a video game, but they did a live action version themed off of Jesus and Judas and the Gospels, so it was really creative. And in addition to that, just spending time getting to know one another and growing in our skills of leadership. So some of the skills of leadership we'd ask them about is how they grew in listening or giving instructions, teamwork, including others, creativity, adaptability. Like when we can't get into the room we need to go into and suddenly we need to do stuff for 10 minutes with kids, they have to be very adaptable. And then completing tasks and critical thinking. And so all of our participants have said that they grew in some of those areas over the course of their time participating in Fiducia. So we're so grateful to them for participating. A few of the most meaningful things people said about the program was the friendships and leadership I was able to build, as well as the different prayer things every month that showed me many ways to pray I had never thought of or done before. Another participant said, making new friends and learning how to step out of my comfort zone and compliment people I didn't know. Another student said, it's like an escape from all the stress of school. It's a wonderful place where I feel like I can be truly, fully involved in my faith. Another said, I think it's when we get to know ourselves and those around us better through teamwork and prayer. The most meaningful part of Fiducia for me was learning to keep a conversation going, start it, and learning people's preferences, boundaries, and personalities. And finally, one of the comments was, the most meaningful part was having people that I saw on a regular basis who were also striving for holiness. So the Apostolic Oblates, our charism, is the promotion of the universal call to holiness. So you'll notice some of the back of the shirt has a quote from Bishop Jaquinta. You can read it on one of the girls' shirts later. But we were asking the Lord to grow in virtue and trust to become holy. And our theme this year was on the virtues that we had. So we want to take a moment to recognize each participant who's been a part of Fiducia. So I'm going to invite Miss Monica to come up onto the stage with me. And we're going to be handing out certificates for each person. And after you get the certificate, please stay on the stage.
Rosemary Armendariz.
Yeah, you can clap. That works. So good.
I don't believe Grace Bowers could be here this week, but we have her certificate and we'll send it home with her sister. So we have Monica Bowers. Madeline Cummings. Megan Cummings. Josette Felber. Gertie Grunwald. Bridget Murphy. Lily Euler. Bridget Russell.
You may have to make like double lines.
Andrea Sanchez.
They're not all your fault.
Gianna Schrader.
We won't all fit in one line across the stage. Do people want a second line?
Keelan
No?
Sheedy. Etta Sheedy.
Okay. You want to help start the second line? All right.
Ellen Spichka. Alicia Stransky.
It doesn't matter, sir.
Anastasia Stransky. Juliana Stransky. Cecilia Swoboda. Maya Tucker. Faith Weiss. Veronica Weiss. Anna Wolf.
And then we have to recognize and call up our wonderful counselors. Anna and Maria, please join us on stage. That's what it sounds like at 10 o'clock at night sometimes too, so they have earned it. They don't know we're doing this, but I was told by some of their parents that I could have them do this. Last night, I was really touched after we had a sharing of graces. We sang together, and it's a song that we've done sometimes out at camp. So some of the girls know it better than others, but we are gonna sing the song Love, 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 Love in 4 parts because we can do it. So Miss Anna's gonna go to that side and start it off, and I'm gonna break them up real quick so they know what they're doing. You guys are with Anna. This is the dividing line. You guys will be with me. Yep, that's the splitting line. You're in 2 with me.
Wait.
Yeah, you can stand. You're in 2. Yep. And then you guys are gonna be in group 3.
You want to sit right here or here?
Here. You guys good? Okay. And then you guys group 4. Or maybe Miss Monica help group 3. Okay. I'm with 2. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and start this in 4 parts. Ready? 3 times, yeah. Love, 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 love. Christians, this is your call. Love your neighbor as yourself, for God loves us all. Love, 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 love. Christians, this is your call. Love your neighbor We will send the group picture to parents, so don't worry, you don't need to take one now. We took one this morning, so you guys are good to go down. So some of you may notice that on the papers, it indicates the year, and that this was the Fiducia program for the 2021-2022 school year. So we're excited to announce that Fiducia will continue next year. Yeah. And we'll have 2 different opportunities happening next year. So the Fiducia program as it existed this year, grades 7 through 9 will continue, and we'll open that up at camp time. So after the junior high week of camp, we'll start registration for that for the following school year. And we'll put out details and all sorts of stuff of what to expect. But then our high schoolers, because we have a number of 9th grade participants, and so there'll be a nucleus group started, which is a part of the Pro Sanctity movement. And so we'll be reaching out to those high schoolers to let them know about some of the unique opportunities for leadership that they'll get an opportunity to participate in next year. Anything else? And then, yeah, it's good fun. And then for anyone who hasn't met our team since I introduced myself, we have Monica Heichel, Jessie Carey, and Margaret Matthews there. And then I see Teresa Monahan, Franca Salvo, and Ann Zugelder is Ann? And Ann's over there. So without their support, their prayer, Ann was with the Littles all the time with Miss Jessie as well. So we would not have been able to do this without the entire community. So without further ado, if you'd like more food, feel free to grab it. Otherwise, enjoy the company of one another. God bless.